Hi, my name is Brittany Descala, and I'm the founder of Grace Philly, and I'm here today with.
Hi, I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Julie.
These are my amazing volunteers. We do have a fourth girl. Her name is Tammy. She couldn't join us this morning, but we run a outreach for the unhoused community here in Kensington. We provide basic necessities, food, water, basic hygiene supplies, clothing, and harm reduction supplies that we get donated to us through donators. So this started about 30 years ago. I was 7 years old at the Thanksgiving Day parade down here in the city. And I remember walking to the parade from the train with my family, and I stopped and gave an unhoused man my blanket. My family called me to catch up with them, and I remember hysterically crying, thinking, how can we not do more for this poor unhoused man who's sleeping on the streets of Philadelphia? Never understood not doing more for these individuals who are struggling. Fast forward 30 years, my life has been sculpted by substance use disorder from immediate family members, relationships, childhood friends, and I always just felt a sense of compassion towards these folks that are struggling. I've had so many signs over the past year to just dedicate my life to this, so I decided to give my 2 weeks notice back in November, and we've been here every week since. So we've faced a lot of setbacks from the local police. We're often chased off the corners and the blocks where we're distributing cold waters in the summertime, hot chocolate in the wintertime. We feed over 150 people on Tuesdays, and we're often have a group of police officers standing just watching us walking by. Oh God.
Waiting for us to leave.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think they don't just give a lending hand and start helping hands?
Because they don't understand why people end up here. They don't understand that, adverse childhood, traumatic events happen, and that's not a choice. So they end up here because they're self-medicating, because they probably feel a sense of normalcy.
I don't think people realize 80% of people in this country have gone through some traumatic event. If not one, many. Many people have gone through multiple traumatic events in their life. And me, Brittany, and Nick, there's two ways to deal with it. PTG, post-traumatic growth, or there's also the other way to deal with it.
Self-medicating.
Self-medicating, just being in survival mode. And there's a lot of people who don't understand that many of these people were born into this. They never had a choice. They never had an option. They didn't say, hey, I want to grow up and be down here like this. They had ACEs, adverse childhood experiences, and
It becomes generational trauma.
yes, trauma. And it can be from physical trauma, sexual trauma, emotional trauma, or household traumas. Seeing family members incarcerated, or divorce even, just household traumas like that. And the only way that these people know or learn how to deal with these experiences is by self-medicating. And the self-medicating is basically this. And it is sad because the CDC suggests that the prevalence of ACEs in this society makes more people come down, self-medicate.
At risk for homelessness,
Yes.
substance abuse disorder, repeated abuse, repeated trauma. So they end up in this cycle. I think it's really important to note, though, how we're treated down here.
Yes.
And that's my biggest awareness. That's my biggest thing that I want to spread, bring awareness to. We are treated so kind by the folks that we serve down here. I pull up and my friends come over and they unload my car. They help me set up our tables. They They sit in my car in the winter for a warming center, and they're given a chance to do good. Once you do good, then you feel good. Once you feel good, then you be good. You are good. And if we don't get that first initial chance, they're never going to make it out of here. Who's meeting them right here where they are? Right where they are, saying, here's a sandwich, here's a 50-cent pack of crackers. It's not much. We make pancakes and we bring down water, and it's enough to create connection to where the trust is built in this community. And then they do reach out for detox services, and we are lucky to have resources in this community that greeted us with open arms, caseworkers, to facilitate the care, because that's our roadblock. So we come here, we greet people, we earn the trust, we feed them, we hang out with them, we cry with them, we pray with them. They help me load my car. They're beautiful people. They need a chance to be.
The thing is, we don't reach out with any other motives but to just show compassion, just genuine kindness.
And we're treated by the people on the streets better than the police.
So beautifully.
Better than the police.
Why do you think that is?
Because we show the people who are living on the streets of Kensington love. It comes down to love, compassion, respect, and trust. That's it. I am never scared. I walk some of the most dangerous blocks in the country by myself with my team. I have guys come up and check on me. The police aren't checking on me. You know what? They tell me to get the F out of here, B. Roll. You don't belong down here. I do belong down here. They don't know my childhood. They don't know why I'm here. The same way, you can't judge. You don't know my history, right? So it's very nice to see the people down here are absolutely beautiful, and they deserve kindness, and no one deserves to be hungry or cold. The way the community is treated, it's pretty divided. You have outreach and nonprofits down here who are here to serve people, and then you have authority, and it's a battle. It's a straight divide, and it's, instead of us working together and creating some sense of unity between the two, there is a gap this big, and the pendulum swing. It's not a conundrum why Kensington is not getting better.
Can I add to that? I feel like the police, the government in general, in trying to fix the problem is like hyper focused on the people trying to help or the addicts. They want to mess with us, but I've never, in using down here and in doing outreach, I've never seen the same energy put towards the dealers. They can stay on the corner all day, no one's moving them, but we have to move off the block. Or they're searching my friends who aren't even knotted out. They're just sitting here talking. They're searching their stuff and throwing it on the ground.
We just witnessed.
But there's a dealer right on the corner. Make that make sense.
I do think there needs to be, the way the authority treats us is that we're enabling these people.
We're the
We
problem.
aren't.
And we honestly believe that these people, this is secondary to primary trauma. Pain. People are down here because they're in pain. Police bringing more pain to people who are already hurt. The reaction you're going to get is not one that you want. You come down here like we do, and you feed our friends, and again, not much. We don't spend a lot of money. We make pancakes. We
have positive
pancakes.
interactions.
And we just love these people, and guess what? They've become some of our best friends, and I say that from the bottom of my heart. They watch my car for me. I walk to the corner store, and I don't even ask. I have friends come up, oh, Mommy, I'll watch your car. I got you, and they do. Police aren't watching me. They're not watching my car. They're chasing me off the blocks. I was on Stella Street a couple months ago, and a man on the corner he had samples, and I had t-shirts. You know who got thrown up against the car?
That's wild.
Say no more.
That's
So, in order for our friends to get better, I think we need to stop chasing the outreach workers out of here. Let these people know they're loved, give them a sense of worth, let them help with these outreaches, let them volunteer with these groups, give them a sense of normalcy. If it's for a split second, plant the seed, come back, we water it weekly, and there's growth. we're very new, you know, but it's working. It's absolutely working. And all I can say is kindness, love, and my amazing team.
For me to, have people say you're enabling these people, we're not, though. Let's just say, treating them with kindness, compassion. We're on the ground with them. We sit on the ground with them. We don't care, who's around. And I do think that divide between authority and outreachers and the people living here also, I don't even know if authority, if they had some kind of mental health training, if they would even understand that these people aren't just dealing with addiction. Addiction comes with mental health. Addiction comes with trauma. And you experience trauma in many ways, in many parts of your life.
And then they're being re-traumatized with how they're being treated down here by people who are supposed to protect and serve. And, I was pro-police, but from what I've seen down here personally, how I've been treated down here personally, it's ugly. And this is a very fractured community that needs hope, light, and Jesus. Available resources. A lot of times people can't even get into rehab because they don't have an address. So I think there's too many loopholes when we're ignoring other important loopholes. Like if there's someone who wants to get better and wants to get off the streets, I don't think they should have to have a physical ID in hand to get picked up. I think there's too many roadblocks. It's almost like they're incentivized to stay down here. We send people to the moon. Why can't we? We can fix this problem if we want to. We have a website. It's www.gracephillyinc.com. And we can be found on Facebook at Grace Philly, and Instagram is Grace Philly Inc. as well.
We will advocate as much and as hard as we can. We won't give up on you. We won't, see you on the corner one day, advocate, and then the next day see you back on the corner and be like, oh, they're back on the corner.
And you guys are welcome to join our team.
Yeah.